Welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking about what is an indigo and indigo traits, characteristics. So this video is for people who are suspecting that they could be an indigo or a starseed. I'm specifically doing it on indigos, but it could apply. I mean, starseeds are all similar. There's different categories. I'm just doing on what I know. So I'm going to try to help out as much as I can. I know that when I was trying to find out stuff, you know, without other people's help, I wouldn't have been able to even get half as far as I did without watching other people's videos and you know, going through things and watching videos like, oh my god, I experienced that, I went through that, I know that sounds like me, you know. So that's why I'm doing these videos. So if you're not like interested in any of that type of stuff, this video isn't for you. If you're not thinking you could be an indigo or a starseed, okay. So starseeds, indigos, crystals, and rainbows are they're very advanced souls. They're very highly spiritualized beings. They come from higher levels of existence, and they come into this existence, into this plane of existence, in order to elevate the frequency of planet Earth. So the reason why indigos are called indigos is because they have an aura that is a dark purplish blue. This is why they're called indigos. People say, you know, they don't like labels, or, you know, they think that indigos are, you know, it's all about the ego, or, you know, if we didn't label things, I just don't understand where we would be. Why can we label everything else but not indigos? I mean, they're, like, let's stop calling a train, you know, like, we need to define things. Things need to be defined, and that seems to be the name that they came up for these beings that came to the planet to elevate the frequency. Okay, you can tell an indigo because they generally say very outrageous things. I just saw a video on they were doing a kind of like a talk show on Willow Smith and Jaden Smith and how they talk. I mean, this really made me mad. They were saying, like, why are they talking like that, and da-da-da. Like, first of all, I can't even believe that there's people out there that still don't know what an indigo is. It's kind of hard to believe because, I mean, it's been quite a while now. They have things to say, I'll tell you. The things that they say are not things that they've learned. These are things that they know inherently. They have extrasensory perceptions. They can feel more. They're empaths. They can feel other people's feelings. They pick up on other people's feelings, and a lot of the time, before they come into their indigo-ness, they don't know why they feel the way that they feel. Okay. So they're more interested in the nature of the soul than they are in physicality. Physicality is not something they're interested in. So they're interested in things like quantum physics, not physics. So yeah. Next. Okay. Indigos have like an extremely compassionate nature, regardless if they want to or not. I mean, I can remember so many times saying, like, that's it, I'm gonna be the biggest asshole, you know, and it doesn't work because the next person you talk to, you're just like, oh. They have a very compassionate nature. Some of them don't like that, and they can get dragged through the mud. They can get dragged through the mud quite a bit. Indigos long to be with their own kind, especially a soulmate or a twin flame. That is their biggest, like, thing. They would really, they prefer their own company as opposed to others company, unless it's like a animal or a twin flame or like another indigo. They don't really like, they also can feel very alone, even in a room full of people. They kind of feel like, I would say they feel like Keanu on the Matrix when they're talking to a machine. Like, it's just not, they're not on the same level as the other people. They're not on the same frequency, and they can feel very like lonely inside. Okay, so this is a funny one. Indigos, I don't know about all indigos. I know that this can't just be me, but they don't like going to the bath. Like, they don't like the idea of bodily functions. They don't like going to the bathroom. They don't like menstrual periods. They don't like things like that. Like, they really get upset over these things. Where they come from, these things are not a thing. So it's very hard for them to deal with almost everything here. Yeah, they don't like that. They long for freedom, but they don't feel free unless others around them also feel free. So when they long for freedom, they also are longing for others' freedom. They're not longing just for their freedom, because their freedom alone isn't freedom to them. Indigos tend to be okay, so if they see somebody getting bullied, they will go after that bully. So they will bully the bullies. They are not afraid to stick up for people. They're not. That is one of their strong things, is they cannot stand back and watch people just get, you know, the underdog. They fight for the underdog. Okay? Indigos can get mild to severe psychic attack. It really depends on many things. I guess the thing, it's 222. I guess the thing that it depends on, that's another thing. Seeing numbers all the time, triple numbers, 1111. Sorry, I lost my thought there. You know, 1111, 222, 333. Anyways, let me get back to this. Where was I? I really don't know what I was saying. Anyways, let's go back. Let's go on to the next one. I have lots, so we can always catch up. Indigos, they love animals. They absolutely love animals. Personally, I'm not too crazy about having them in the house. I don't like the fur and the smell and all that, but I love animals, and I can't imagine an indigo not loving an animal. They do love them. Even if they don't want them in the house, like, they still connect with animals. Nature as well. They're very highly like spiritual, like I said, and they're very into like nature and the connection with nature. They're very sensitive to injustice. They can become very enraged if they see injustice of any form. Like I said, they will butt in there. They will. Okay, so one thing about indigos is they have a tendency towards addictions. What they're trying to do is soften their feelings. They don't understand why they're feeling so many feelings. They don't realize they're picking up all the feelings from everyone else, and a lot of the feelings are. And also, there's a number of things that indigos could be having. Separation anxiety from their twin flame. That's a big one for a lot of indigos. Do have twin flames here, and they do experience extreme separation anxiety, and it's very hard to take. And most of the time, they don't know what is that they're feeling, why they're feeling that way. All they know is they need to change the feeling with whatever they can. They just need a change. They need to change the feeling, and that's why they go into addictions. That's a whole topic that I'm gonna take on all on its own because it's a very important, very, very important topic. And I will be doing that very shortly. It's very important Indigos know what they're dealing with when they're dealing with drugs, because it is a soul trap. It is more than that. I will get into that. I don't want to get into, you know, all the signs and symptoms here, but I will be going into them, each one of them. Well, not all of them, but the important ones I will be getting to individually. So a huge trademark of Indigos, especially the first waivers, the first Indigos that had come, they experience extreme difficulties, and I mean like 2 steps away from hell difficulties. The hardships that they experience are so I don't know how to explain it, because when I think about all the people, I mean, I'm talking about people who go into ritual abuse and mind control and, you know, just the really terrible things. And the reason why these Indigos did this is because they knew that these people have been trained, like highly trained to do this and, you know, make it out alive. A lot of people who went into these programs did not make it out alive. And there are some who did make it out alive and were able to come out and tell about what happened to them. Kathy O'Brien, Arizona Wilder. You know, there's tons of people out there who are coming out now and telling their stories about what it was like. Okay? They go into the first wave Indigos probably have it the worst out of anybody. They've been just absolutely terrorized by everything. And most of it is because they are highly advanced and they are being suppressed. Yep, they're suppressed by pretty much everything that could possibly want to hold them back. Indigos do not like any type of government, any type of, they know, they can see through it all, they know all about it. They don't need to be told that voting is pointless. They know that inherently. Even, you know, when I was younger, even though I didn't know anything about, I always knew like there was absolutely 0 point in voting, because they're just gonna go with whatever they wanted. They can see, they see every system is broken. Every system is broken, and it needs to be just destroyed to the ground and rebuilt. You cannot build something on top of something old. So we know that it needs to be, all the systems need to be completely broken before, you know, any system could work. Okay, so a lot of Indigos, they see things that others do not see. They feel things that others do not see. Especially the Indigo children that are coming in now. The children, angels, all kinds of things. They can see anything, experience anything. If you have if you are an Indigo, you likely have a twin flame on this planet, or at least in contact, or trying to contact you, because I've noticed that a lot of the things, 1111, Indigos, twin flames, these are all related. After doing a whole bunch of research, I've noticed that 1111 is like the little divine helper that kind of pushes you to figure out all of these things, like, oh, I'm an Indigo, oh, I'm a twin flame, oh, and it was through those numbers I figured all these things out. So if you're seeing those numbers, you might want to look up twin flame. So synchronicities, that's another I was talking about the 1111, the 333, 444. Synchronicities is a huge thing for Indigo starseeds. They're always seeing synchronicities. I think that this is more of a glitch to let you know you're in a matrix, because that's how I figured it out. I figured out I was an Indigo, twin flame, I was in a matrix, like all this because of this number, 1111. So they know that they know it's a glitch in the matrix. They know they're living in a holographic matrix, basically. So Indigos do not enjoy small talk. They are deep thinkers, deep talkers. They do not want to talk about the weather. Don't talk to them about pointless things, because they're just gonna get upset. They don't want to hear it. Okay, they just don't want to hear about small talk. They just don't see the point in wasting time about talking about things that nobody cares about, even the person that's talking about it. So yeah. Okay, so indigos. So the thing about indigos is they are so deep undercover that not even they know they're undercover, and that's one of the things that could possibly put them in a lot of danger, because they're doing things but they don't know why they're doing certain things, and they're like, why am I doing this? Why is this happening? Why? They don't, until they start to connect the dots and put it all together and start to wake up and realize that they're this big warrior, they can go quite crazy trying to figure things out. Okay. Okay, you know what? I think I'm gonna call that part 1, and I'll do another part. So yeah, enjoy. Thank you for watching.